Greetings, my fellow travelers. Agricultural unit. I remember having one of those before. Free population growth. Productivity. Alright, let's find out. It'd be interesting if it was some sort of pen. And you could plop down the animal feeder thing and chromatic metal would suggest something metallic and high tech. So of course we have stone panels. So probably more like a food processing place. Salty Donut Farm. Okay, so it's not really an agricultural unit, it's a food processing plant. Bit less cluttered than oh, this is not what I expected. Interesting. Less cluttered than I expected. I expected the more. Okay. Ah, all right. There's another structure, similar arrangement. Yeah, those ones over there. I believe they're agricultural units. Hydroponic Bay. Let me take a wild guess. No, oh, there are some. Okay, I will admit I had not gone in. And ground creep. Nice to see that certain things are still constant. Oh, in case it was too mild, that was sarcasm. Nano farm. Okay, so this is very much different. I've never seen this in a settlement before. Now, all of them have it. Huh. At least the floor arrangement's a bit different. Those wistful words, I leave you, my fellow travelers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. It's on the same planet as Pirate's Bane. It's a fucking impossible distance away, and I'd be willing to live with it. Except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere around there, 6 toxic planets on the perimeter. I mean, it's just bloody ridiculous. So, you know what? We're going to use it as an experiment. You have the option of, it doesn't give you the option of rejecting the settlement anymore, but in the settlement history, there is a retire as overseer. I sure wish to announce your status as overseer of Durinville. Yes, I'm quite certain. All right, I was expecting fireworks. Okay, now the intriguing part is if I go back to the previous save, it won't happen because, of course, there's a save when you disembark from the ship. But if I go to my base, will I be able to apply for a different settlement, hopefully one that isn't swamped with toxic plants? We're going to find out, my fellow travelers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. Well, let's find out how many of them died. Okay, why donate? Yeah, maybe just maybe the skulls was a pretext and what they did a little panty rating. This is proposal in 45 minutes. 159 people. Okay, well, I haven't lost anybody. I'm still reasonably happy. I get this, I acquired this colony 6 months ago. It sounds about right. And I proceeded not to do anything for the last 2 or 3 months. Well, because I didn't play the game at all, and probably a couple months before I didn't do very much. So yes, in a week we've gotten to this point. Having said that, on the... Oh, okay, they are celebrating. Cool. On the planet, I have spheroids in water base. The chart thing got on the ship, got off the ship to create a save point, deployed the charge, got settlement, planetary settlement. It's supposed to be on the planet you're on, not some other planet. Went to the restore point. From that point on, just could not get a settlement anywhere in the system. You know, there's just no icon would appear. You go to space and have a look around, and nothing's there. So I went to the planet I had Pirate's Bane on, and rinse repeat type thing. And I got a settlement that had half a dozen poisonous plants on the perimeter. Not only is that gorgeous, but it's just so freaking annoying with the poisonous plants. I decided to reject the settlement. Went back some distance away, basically the Pirate's Bane, triggered the settlement again. It looked like it was going to be a different one because it looked to be 11 minutes away from where I was, whereas the first time was 13 minutes. I might have been looking the wrong direction or something, I don't know. Anyway, flew and it was exactly the same settlement. So yeah, the idea that you can settlement shop, not so much. And somehow I vaguely recall you could do that in the past. If there's a settlement you didn't like it, you reject it, try again, and if it wasn't on your world, then the next one would be on your world. Nope, sorry, nada. So, citizen proposal, 40 minutes. Let's play a little Oblivion. Right now, I'm a little bit ticked off at No Man's Sky. Cosmetic changes. Yes, that makes a whole lot of sense. Actually, some of the buildings, while they're still the same, have different descriptors. It's just intriguing. And yes, while I find the aquarium, the fishing pond, absurdly high, it's not a hole in the ground. It's basically a swimming pool. I don't understand why at least the exterior isn't stone. It's not Vican at all. Or it could have had at least a bunch of boulders or something to sort of harmonize it with the terrain. Base, cave, underwater. Nice. Do not mind when in the settlement. Oh well, so much for that notion. Anyway, so I will go play a little Oblivion, my fellow travelers. Cheers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. I've lost one guy because, well, got caught stealing by several people, and I figured banish him over to losing happiness. So we're roughly 20 away from Winterhole in my oldest save, 1,300 hours. About 2 years into the settlement, I was at 185 population. Max happiness, max productivity, still stuck on. He or she is horrible. Anyway, we've just been tasked with building a hazardous containment unit. And I'm willing to bet horseshoes, hand grenades, that's going to look exactly like that. But it could look different. After all, they've done a few things. Cool. Close to the building stuff is fairly quick. That's good. It would be intriguing if it was like spaced out a little bit more, like minutes instead of seconds, and you could do stuff in the meanwhile and even start other construction projects. Oops. Almost done. See all those golden bars? Those are icons for S-classes. The irony is, not everything's got an icon. including this guy. But they all have a class. So maybe the central pillar in the middle of the settlement. Or fireworks. Yeah, enormous cogs. It would have been interesting if, upon using the enormous cogs, you end up having a pumping part. This guy, behind the building. Or something else that has cogs in it, like a bunch of wheels for exocraft. Yeah, and I don't quite understand why the tires we have, part of the, parts, don't seem to correspond to any of the vehicles we actually have. Very, very puzzling. It's almost as if different people did the exocraft and did the parts. That would certainly explain why we don't have Colossus-sized garage doors. That would be very interesting. Alright, she's an S-class. People are happy, productivity is up, and we have 3 employees, which should mean we have 3 new residents. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Although the population maximum has increased, but the population itself hasn't increased. Intriguing. So we need to hire people. Come on. Know you're there. And with those words, I leave you, my fellow travelers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. This is unexpected, but I'll take it. S-class settlement. Still short people and happiness and productivity. Sentinels haven't attacked. The alert level hasn't changed in a couple of days. So I don't know if that means construction is over, but, we're going to see what happens. Cheers, fellow travelers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. Okay, this is the second one where I've had only one person clear-cut guilty, but here are your different, and this time it's not just 2 options, it's 4 options. Like fine, public shame, sent to prison, acquit and release. He's not happy. Publicly shamed, forced to wear a tutu. Okay, I'm producing enough that I will eventually clear. Anyway, that's it, my fellow travelers. Cheers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. Well, just when the settlement thing has stopped surprising me, I get this. Public artworks. If it's a square stone building with nothing inside, it's going to be really up to interpretation. Let's find out. Vichan art. I suspect would probably be marble statues of Vichan warrior in heroic poses. But no pressure. we're celebrating, but where the heck's the building I'm supposed to build? That's the pool, by the way. Not pool, but pond, fishing. Yeah, I feel bad for the fish, really. Wow. How's that gonna go? Yeah, I'm starting to have a feeling that this may just be it's there, but you don't see it. Probably replaces one of the faults or flaws. Okay, there's the overseer's office. No, that's not it, but let's confirm that's an S. Wheel stabilization. Yep, it really is looking like it's just something that's added. I think we have enough antennas. Now we can always have more antennas. Yeah, definitely. Automated climate shield, network plot police, that's not good. Cartography drone, built on the fault line. Citizens are all clones. Yeah, no. Blessed by the mist, anomalous, donut plant, pioneer spirit. Resident agronomist, public artworks. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I was kind of hoping for like some proud Vikings statue, maybe a flawless cube for representing the Korvax, a fountain of gold for the Gek. I don't know, something. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Cheers, my fellow travelers. Greetings, my fellow travelers. I could be mistaken, but I believe the construction phase of the settlement is over. And, well, I wasn't planning on making a video, but you'll see at the end why. But I decided, spur of the moment, to add a couple of landing pads, 3 to be specific, and 2 warehouses. Similar design, but slightly different arrangement. This is a 3x3. The panels lift up to allow access to and from. I'm thinking maybe just making another walkway here, or maybe just a down ramp. I'm going to look into that. And the mysteries that is posters. That one's posting very well. The other one's a slightly more traditional arrangement, 2x3. And I played around with the doors a little bit. So this would be the door that lifts up. These are steel and stone roof. And the door part, the part of the lower half, merges with all, is actually 2 panels. Nothing in them per se as of yet. I just lucked out. The planetary arrangement is more or less 45%, 45 degrees off the line formed by the marketplace and a couple of buildings and the tree. But by placing this one down and then putting one in the empty space there, I was able to link up that one, repeat, and they're all perfectly lined up. Just ever so slightly off the ground, so I don't have to worry about grass growing through stuff. But the real reason I did this video is this. What a spectacular view. And with those words, my fellow travelers, I leave you. Greetings, my fellow travelers. Okay, this is new. I don't know what happened between yesterday and today. But yes, apparently, I guess we reached some sort of plateau for productivity, or, oh, we've cleared the debt, that must be it. Anyway, you can actually change these. I decided to make mine dirt because why not? It's kind of a lot of it around. And that one was already there, life support. That's kind of cool. Makes sense. Those haven't changed yet, just haven't been offered. Oh, we have a professional musician, I forgot that. Yes, we have a professional musician. So yes, this thing is progressing nicely. And yeah, that's the one that became part of the building spree. Oh yeah, it comes with the same ring you have at the space station. Yep, basically. But just on the other side of here is the two warehouses and the landing pads. Decided to make them different from these because, well, those, first of all, are so thin that grass grows them ridiculously easily. Secondly, well, just make it a little different. Shake it up a little bit. This one is not traditionally Viken. There's a lot of steel or metal in it. The other one is very much Viken, except for the door panels, lower door panels, which are wood. The thought just occurred to me. Can I convert them to rust colored? Make them look metallic, in other words. Nope. And with those words, my fellow travelers, I bid you farewell.